I think it's 100% on Mike McCarthy and 100% on Dak Prescott. No, honestly. Right? I think it's like a marriage. We ain't giving 50-50. It's 100-100. All right, so listen, my truthful answer, like my non kind of joking answer, this falls on $400 million of offense. You're a $140 million quarterback. Rich, there's three guys at that position in the NFL that make $40 million a year. We just talked about two of them, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott. Josh Allen and Patrick went for over 400 yards. Dak didn't play good. He didn't play well enough. And in those moments, that's what you're paid for, is to outperform when no one else on your offense shows up. Your $90 million back didn't show up. Again, your $100 million receiver and Amari Cooper didn't show up again. You know, candidly, Tyron Smith got beat up yesterday. He got handled by the 49ers defensive front. They just you don't get into the end game situation and how that game ended by playing well on offense. No one played good offensively. But the way the game went, Rich, and the fake punt and the lack of communication and the confusion after the fake punt, that delay a game, they don't get a first down after that because of that 5-yard penalty.
Right.
And obviously the way the end of the game is handled and the lack of preparation and the lack of a plan, that's got to fall at the feet of Mike McCarthy. And listen, the truth of Mike McCarthy is this. In 2 years as the Dallas Cowboys head coach, he's 18-15. So Dak Prescott as his starting quarterback. Outside of the NFC East, they're 6-9 together. Outside of the worst division in football, they're 6-9 together. And that's not that for an owner who came out last week and said Super Bowl or bust, man. I just don't see how that's good enough.
Well, and then in terms of the last play, Dan Orlovsky here on the Rich Eisen Show, the conversation from both McCarthy and Dak is that we drilled it, we've practiced it, we've done this, we've done that. Mm-hmm. In practicing this, does somebody play the role of the official, the umpire? Because, you know, so much is made of the umpire bumped Dak, and we had Mike Pereira on in hour number 1 of this show, Dan, and he said that the umpire should not have re-spotted the football. Just touch the ball and get the hell out of the way. But put it all together, though, if you find the official, like Larry Fitzgerald, for instance, always did, and Chase Claypool famously did not earlier this year, then maybe that doesn't happen. Is there a role of an official in drilling this to make sure that the quarterback doesn't hand the ball to the center to self-spot? You know?
Oh, okay. So, yeah, this is a great question. There's a lot to it. So, first of all, everyone plays their part in the end game of situation, 100%. The official's got to be, you know, in the right place, knowing where the football is, knowing what his role is. But I'm going to just walk you through, Rich, kind of how this gets taught in the locker room. Please. So you referenced Larry Fitzgerald. If you go back and watch some of the moments with Larry takes the ball from the edge of the field, right, outside the numbers, receiver-wise, sprints in, and multiple times actually hands the ball to the center. The center then turns and hands it to the official. That tells me everybody on the offense is aware, certainly the person snapping the football, that the official has to touch the ball. All right, so in that situation, 14 seconds is what's on the clock. I've always learned that 16 seconds was like, okay, that's our cutoff. 14 seconds is the near-death experience. Mm-hmm. That's the max that we can go, okay? Right. So once you make that decision, number one, ball carrier, whoever you are, receiver, tight end, tailback, quarterback, we're just trying to get some yards, not all the yards. You got to do a good job of declaring yourself down, because you trying to get 2 or 3 extra yards is worth an extra second or two. So number one, Dak Prescott went too far. Number two, your job is to get up and hand the ball to the official. Don't toss it to him. These guys are 60 years old. I'm not knocking someone who's 60. But in the heat of the moment, everyone's moving around. You don't want to trust the guy to catch the ball from you. You hand the football to him, okay? Number three, everyone then needs to be with urgency to get into a legal formation. If you go watch like Noah Brown or Dalton Schultz, they're like confused in that moment. 5 seconds on the clock. Hey, what are we doing? So it looks lack of preparation. And then the last point, and this is one of the most crucial for me, Rich. So again, when you're taught this situation, that's if things go ideally, right? Hey, if everything goes perfectly. Mm-hmm. You're always taught as a quarterback,
everything goes perfectly.
What happens if it doesn't go the way we hope? Let's say there's a stumble or the referee does hold the football. 3 seconds is the cutoff, where if you realize the clock is on 3 seconds, you are now in 911 mode. You are screaming down the field or at the line of scrimmage. 911.
I'm so happy that Dan Orlowski understands football so well, because he's learned a lot since this.
Players need to help this guy out. Roy Williams, Calvin Johnson, two of their biggest players.
3rd and 10. Here comes Jared Allen, and he's out of bounds. Poor guy, I don't even know if he realized it. And that's a safety.
Well, so much for me calling him savvy, because he had no idea where he's on the field. Tough situation, but you just can't do that. You have to realize, and you can see him, he didn't even know he was out of bounds. Tough situation for a young quarterback, but you always got to be aware, Ron, of the situation, where you are.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally doesn't work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods. And let me give a shout out to Daniel Hernandez, who got tired of seeing my nappy ass hair, and he brought me a salute to service. Let me salute all of you great military people out there, all of you great veterans and everything else. Thank you guys for all that you do. And my man Daniel Hernandez, Sergeant Master, I believe. Sergeant Master, appreciate this so much. And boy, do we got a lot going on. We got a lot going on, don't we? Wait, look. Can you hear me? Let me do a mic check here.
Mic sound nice, check 1. My mic sound nice, check 2. My mic sound nice, check 3. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, because it looks like we got the ladies are always ready, because I see Gina Thorne. What? I see Gina C.
Yeah, lady of the hour.
Okay.
The lady of the hour.
Okay.
Just remember
I see.
that.
Hold on. I see Lola. What's up, Lola? Oh, Sheila. What's up, Sheila? I see Tammy. What's up? I know Roland's Review is up in here. She up in here. And then there's Tammy. What's up, Tammy? Tammy. Oh. Angelica Baron. What's up, Angelica? Did I miss any of the lovely ladies in the place with the style and the grace?
I don't know. Someone said your hair looks smaller with the hat.
Oh, you mean my head looks smaller? Okay, I get what this. Oh, there's Joanne Gonzalez. What's up, Joanne? Shout out to all the ladies out there. Man, we got a whole lot of stuff going on. In fact, let me go back. I got to go back and check, don't I? Dan, you know what? It's comical how critical Dan Orlowski is.
I don't know.
Dan Orlowski is a bum. He's a bum. He don't know shit. Orange Slick, what's up? Sherry G, what's up, Sherry? Okay. Interesting. We've got some things that are interesting. First of all, before I get to Jerry Jones and will he or will he not stay, I have finally gotten my CNC machine. And let me give a special shout out to Howard Floyd, because Howard Floyd actually did $1,000 donation to me last year to help out with the cost of this. He's done a couple more super chats and things. We are going to be able to do some really, really cool stuff. In fact, what's cool is it's up there doing work right now while I'm down here. It's literally, this is it right here.
All you got to do is set it and forget it.
Well, yeah. And so it's got about, another hour and 20 minutes? About an hour left. About an hour, it's going to be finished.
I didn't check.
Yeah, and it's going to be finished in about an hour. So it's actually going live on my other channel.
So if you want something, we could do it.
Oh, we're gonna do some crazy
stuff. Send us the
with
pictures,
this.
And we can do however you like.
We're gonna do some crazy stuff on it. But here's what I would say: sub up to my other channel. The reason I say sub up to my other channel is if something were to ever happen to here, you can find me over there. And also, too, this is some cool shit. This is just literally blowing my mind that I mean, we could turn the lights off up in the workshop, and we don't have to put. I mean, this is, if you talk about slave labor, that's slave labor right there.
Robot, so I mean, that's what they're designed
you know what?
Take the
I hope its robot ass doesn't come upstairs and say, "Pay me, mother humper," okay? Because he could do some damage. Okay, so this was like deja vu for me. Okay, I'm gonna go back to 2016. 2016. Red Jesus.
Is that when
Jason Garrett
was on the hot seat?
Well, no, he didn't think he was on the hot seat. This is what was funny, because 2016 was Dak Prescott's rookie year. They got Zeke Elliott, and they made the playoffs. They beat Russell Wilson, and then they lost in the second round. I can't remember who we lost to, but we beat Seattle Seahawks.
Was it?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. We lost to Green Bay. Sorry.
That was the second trip to the playoffs.
2016. First trip to the playoffs.
We lost.
And Jason Garrett came out there with that shit-eating grin, and he was like, well, hello, everybody. The season's over, but I'm really proud of the guys, the way we competed, and, we're going to get better. We're going to watch the film, and, we're not going to make any changes in the offseason. We love our staff. And I watched this, and I'm kind of like, why? Was it 2018? No, I think it was 2016. The reason why I say it was 2016 was because hold on. Let me explain to you why I'm almost positive it was 2016. Because Scott Linehan, maybe it was 2018. Because Scott Linehan was fired. No, it was 2018. 2018. Sorry. You're right. 2018. It was 2018. Right. That we lost to the Green Bay Packers. You're right. But I remember Jason Garrett being all happy, oh man, we did so good and all that. And I think that was after the press conference that Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones got together and was like, what the fuck? Excuse my language. I'm sorry. But it was just like, you're satisfied with not winning the Super Bowl? And it was a couple of days after that, he had to fire Scott Linehan. I think they literally said, you're going to fall on the sword right now. You're going to take this guy out, okay?
And I don't think it was, I have to look it up.
Michael Armstrong, Dak fanboy, can't admit. Well, you know what, Michael Armstrong? I can admit you suck, buddy. How about?
Because his rookie year, I don't think.
Bye, Felicia. How about that? You want to come into my house and go ahead and insult me? Dak fanboy can't admit he sucks. Okay, you know what? Go someplace else and talk about me. Go someplace else, okay? Boy, bye. So I think that press conference of Jason Garrett changed the way they felt about what was going on. Enter Mike McCarthy doing the press conference the other day. Mike McCarthy, I know how to coach, and, it's what?
We beat Seattle that year, and we lost to the Rams.
Okay, all right, we lost to the Rams. Okay, either way, it was the year we fired Scott Linehan. Regardless, okay? I'm old and getting senile.
Yeah, but whoever said beat today in the chat is wrong.
Okay, it was the Rams. All right, forget it. But we still fired Scott Linehan after Jason Garrett was coming in there with that shit-eating grin. Hey, we won a playoff game. I'm good. No, you're not. No, you're not. Okay, so this felt the same way because we're sitting here listening to Mike McCarthy. Oh, I know how to coach and things and win games and yada, yada, yada. And, it's Kellen Moore who, he's installing the plays, so he's calling the plays, so he's putting it off on there and talks about the players being. And I think Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones were like, wait a minute. What the hell is going on? Because here's where it's kind of hit me. It's kind of hit me here pretty hard. Let me get the quote. Because if you read between the lines.
But what was my question? What was our record Dak Prescott's rookie year? Because it might be. I think we won.
Let me see if I can fold it.
I'm going to look it up real quick while you're doing that because I'm curious now.
Hold on. I want to read this exactly. I won't get into any conversations that I've had with anybody relative to anything to do with the staff, he tells 105 The Fan. I got a lot to think about regarding these coaches. If I thought changing out men at any level would improve us, I would change it out, Jerry said Friday. I've seen a lot of great names at various duties in the NFL come and go over the last 30 years. I haven't seen but a couple of them that I thought might have a straight shot into what's up above. That's Bill Belichick up there in New England. His record has been unbelievable. But aside from that, I'm very candid with you. I see human beings, human frailties, humans' work ethic, and humans expelling coming up the way they go. Bottom line is, yes, I'm very frustrated and upset that we have used some of the very talented players over the last couple of years. Wow. That doesn't sound like a ringing endorsement. Does that sound like a ringing endorsement to you, Mike? Mike?
I think he's on the hot seat. The thing is, though,
damn right he's on the hot seat.
Dak Prescott's rookie year, was almost we won 13. We're 13-3.
Yeah,
almost the same record we had this year.
12-5.
So I was like, so it's almost identical.
But the expectations of having being the third seed is not going out.
And went to
you're not going out the first week of football, the wild card weekend. It's just not. And so now you look around, and I think that there's some people looking for an escape hatch. Ben McAdoo, he's been hired now as offensive coordinator at Carolina. And I'm beginning to think that maybe Dan Quinn is like, you know what, this was a great opportunity. I got what I needed to go ahead and move on, but they crazy up in here. They crazy. I'm going to get out of here. And get my and diddly dee. I'm gonna get my own thing.
Imagine if they got Will McClay.
Well, we didn't lose Will McClay here.
I'm glad he didn't go to New York, but imagine if they got him.
So here's where you start putting together the dots, and this is the up here in the corner. Okay, that's Mike. Over here in this corner is our piece that'll be done in about an hour. So I think this is you don't understand. This is my new baby.
Square it up and then we're good.
Crazy Mark Holmes. You know what? You really take stock of what Skip and Shannon have to say? No. So, okay. You know what? Whatever.
They were dogging.
Go ahead, Crazy Mark Holmes.
They were dogging Dak Prescott after he made that comment. Both of them were. That's like,
well, if you listen to them, he was never going to get paid and get a contract, and he was going to be walking too. So, whatever. Here's where you connect the dots and why Mike McCarthy comes back. Sean Payton, who still has a house in Dallas, who is still close with the Jones family, has one more year left on his New Orleans Saints contract.
Oh, you're talking about him.
Sean Payton.
I thought you were talking about our current coach.
Sean Payton would love to have Dak Prescott. Sean Payton wanted to take Tony Romo with him.
And I think Tony Romo at least won a Super Bowl with New Orleans. Even though they won because of Katrina, which I'm not too mad about that.
Well, again, as he said, changing at any level, he would. But he's saying Bill Belichick's not available out there, it's like, okay. But you wouldn't want to say Sean Payton because now you're talking about colluding, knowing that he only has 1 year left.
Had the opportunity to get him.
Well, that was before you knew.
He started taking the gamble.
Mary, how you doing? Shout out to Mary, and I hope everybody else is having a great day.
He did wonders when he was with the Browns.
Yeah,
before they became the Baltimore Ravens.
True.
If they would have stayed, they may have at least went to a Super Bowl.
True.
While he was there.
So that's what we got right now. Now, and here's where you have Troy Aikman putting gasoline on the fire. So here's what Troy Aikman had to say. Changing the coach is one thing, but you have to look at how things are run out there. I talk to people in the building, and from what I hear is there is a lot of dysfunction. if you don't do anything in the postseason, then you're really, at the end of the day, no different than the Jacksonville Jaguars or the New York Jets that didn't get into the playoffs. Is he wrong?
No.
How are we any different than the Eagles, other than we beat the Eagles twice?
Jacksonville hasn't been good since your boy Calais Campbell was with them. That's the last time they went to the playoffs.
Guess what? We all sitting at home. You have Drew Pearson. Drew basically said that, he's disappointed in Dak Prescott and thinks he regressed.
I think he has too, but we don't have a line.
I don't know that he regressed as much as the team regressed.
Of course.
You had I know, because I know some jackass was in here that I didn't.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn
thing.
I
didn't remember asking him a goddamn thing. But they're going to say, oh, you're just defending Dak. But hold on. Your $90 million running back had a tore PCL after week 4. Clearly, he had like 141. He had a couple of games over 100 yards those first 4 games. After that, most of the time, he didn't get over 50. Some games, he wasn't even over 30 yards. That makes a difference. Tyron Smith, your all-world tackle,
he seems like a shell of himself.
Went out after week 6 and was never really same the rest of the way. Tony Pollard tore his plantar fasciitis. You lost Michael Gallup.
He might not be coming back.
You lost the jar. You did have some people that went through that you were counting on that were performing that went. You can't expect to lose great talented people and then say, oh, we're going to be the same. Because you could look at Tampa Bay after they lost Godwin and Antonio Brown was suspended. They lost to the Jets. Was it the Jets?
No. That's when Antonio Brown acted like a fool.
But, okay, right. They almost lost to the Jets.
They almost did, though.
Who did they get shut out by?
I'd look at the schedule. I can look at
but they got shut out. So Tom Brady got shut out
real quick, and I'll show.
And you could say, well, he didn't have his weapons. So that's kind of the same thing. I know that the haters are going to say, you just can't admit that he just sucks. Well, okay, you know what? Go pound sand.
He has regressed some, but I wouldn't say it's all he's a bad quarterback. I wouldn't go that far.
Mike Fisher missed. Oh, wow. Army Mom. Wow. Shout out to Army Mom. Army Mom put a foot. Whoa. I don't even want to read that one. Good Lord. But you all can. I want to see more Jaquan Hardy. But see, and here's where you go back to and start saying, Mike McCarthy, hold up. Your running back has a tore PCL, and you're still throwing him as the lead dog. Why aren't you trying to get him healthy towards the playoffs or something?
I forget the guy's name, the running back we had that played with the Eagles. Why not Clement? Why not use him? He's actually a decent running back.
Yeah, he got no touches. Him on 2 legs is about the same as Zeke Elliott on 1.
Yeah, but I'm saying you didn't even put him in the game in the playoffs. I would have given him an opportunity to get some snaps.
Why can't I remember? Man,
Oh, that's what it was. It was New Orleans.
New Orleans shut him out?
It was 9-0.
Okay, New Orleans did, but
New Orleans always beat.
But they had to come from behind to beat the Jets.
But if New Orleans was in the playoffs, they may have beaten them this year in the playoffs. But San Francisco had to win.
You're right. It was him. It was New Orleans.
That was one of the games. But they had a stretch where they weren't doing so hot.
Yeah, but anyway, regardless, Jaquan Hardy, baby. Packers will choke for sure. Well, they got the weather on their side this time. They got the weather definitely on their side. Your mom and them. Cowboys hater. Oh, okay. Hey, Dale Bailey, how are you? Look at Hard Knocks. I'm just taking it day by day, Gina. How are you doing, Derek, young man? I know you're just taking it day by day. That's how you're doing. Dak is good in the 2-minute. Why? Because that's his element. He's not a drop-back quarterback. Okay. I am good, Mary Alvarez, and you. Okay. So we got a lot of shit going on with Jerry and figuring out what he's going to do. And that's why I say maybe Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore might be saying, oh, this shit's about to get ugly. Let's get out of town. And we also had Joe Witt interviewing in Seattle. So everybody seems to be.
I think Dan Quinn's trying to figure out, hey, maybe if I take these interviews and see what I can get, maybe Jerry Jones might throw me some more bones.
Jigs, Casey, I hear what you're saying, but I can tell you right now, they ain't buying tickets over in Washington, and yet they're still there. It's not like if people stop buying tickets that Jerry Jones is going to fold up tent and go home. No. And what'll happen is the teams, like San Francisco, people are going to buy tickets to go see AT&T. It's not like Jerry is going to run out of money.
I mean, Jerry Jones has.
So that aspect of stop buying tickets, that ain't going to change nothing.
The other thing too is there's other events besides football going on in his stadium. So he makes money from those events renting out his stadium. So either way, he's making money.
I'm not sure I agree with you on that one, that the Cowboys has the best potential than any Romo and Testaverde team. The 2007 team had 13 Pro Bowlers. And I'm going to say, going into the season on that defense, who did you look at on that defense and say, oh, there's a lot of potential there? Randy Gregory had about 9 sacks coming into the season in his career. D-Law hasn't had more than 6 sacks the 2 years before. You had Jalen Smith on one leg. You had Van Der Esch, who couldn't stay healthy. You had Jordan Lewis, Anthony Brown, and a second-year cornerback in Diggs. Did you look at our safeties and say, oh, we got great safety play? No. There was nobody on our defense when you looked at the beginning of the season and said, oh, my God, they got a lot of talent on that defense. Come on, man. See, this is the kind of bullshit that people come up with that's just not right. Okay, hold on. No, let me go further. Here. We relied on Tyron Smith, a guy who has not been able to play 16 games since 2015, who last year only played 2 games. Aging, falling apart.
And we can get...
Hold on. We're talking about a Zeke Elliott who last year didn't rush for 1,000 yards. Did you look at him and say, he's Derrick Henry? No. You had a quarterback who literally shattered his leg, coming back for injury, who couldn't do most of the OTA workouts. Did you look and say, he's going to end up being Tom Brady? No. You had, of course, Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. You looked at that and said, okay, you're good there, wide receivers. But did you look and say, you got great tight ends like Kittle or Kelsick or Dallas Goedert or anybody? No.
Yeah, sprinkles.
You had a kicker last year that was missing kicks. So where is this that, it's a great roster? Because you also had Lyle Collins, who couldn't play last year because his fat ass hurt his hips and was out all season. Then you had a rookie free agent tackle that I remember Miss Jackie talking about, ready to push him over a bridge, saying, I don't want to ever see him on the field again. You had Connor Williams, who has never lived up to the potential that we thought he was going to have. And you had Tyler Badish, a center we picked up on a trade with the Eagles in the 4th round. He's not that good. Now, where is all this talent? Oh, the Cowboys, they got so much talent. You know talent? Go look at Kansas City's roster. Look at all these guys that are proven. Because we had a lot of unknowns coming into this year. And this revisionist history of saying, if Tony Romo had been here, Tony Romo has been here with a great roster. Because you know what? Let me go ahead and get you this one. Let me, because I'm sick and tired of bullshit comments of people who think that they know something and they don't know shit. Okay?
That's getting real.
This revisionist history of Tony Romo and, Tony Romo never had anything like that. The Dallas Cowboys in 2007 were 13-3, first in the division. First. Let's go through. They were the number 2 offense scoring, number 3 in yardage, 13th in points, 9th in yardage on defense. I want to get to the Pro Bowlers because this is what will blow your fucking mind.
Who's all the Pro Bowlers? Oh, there it is. First team All-Pro.
Is that no? That's the wrong one. Okay, hold it. That's the wrong. Hold on. Wait.
You clicked on first team All Pro.
But it took me to this year. Scoring summary, touchdown log. Oh, actually, let me go to Wikipedia because that'll actually. Wikipedia, I know has. Okay, hold it. Here we go.
By the years.
Hold up. Because I know it has the Pro Bowlers.
Should have it on there.
13 players were named to the Pro Bowl from the Dallas Cowboys in 2007.
Past the part where it says it was on the top of it.
Well, it should be the list, but it didn't have
the list was right here. First team, second team. That's all the Pro Bowls.
Oh, it was on that side. Okay, so
all the Pro Bowlers and then the first.
Let me pull this up here because I'm sick and tired of Tony Romo ain't never had nothing like that. Look at the Pro Bowl list: Flozell Adams, Marion the Barbarian, right? Leonard Davis and Leonard. I love how Leonard Davis used what?
Take the other screen off so you can see it.
Oh no, I've got. It's right here.
They can't see it because the other screen's on there.
No, but they can see it over here.
No, the other screen's in the way.
Okay, it's right here. Okay, there. How about that? Okay. I love how Leonard Davis had this little squall when Leonard Davis. He kind of squall. Okay. You had Greg Ellis, Nick Folk, Andre Garrard. Now I want you to understand. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 offensive linemen that were Pro Bowlers. You had a free safety that was actually a Pro Bowler in Ken Hamlin. You had another cornerback who was a Pro Bowler in Terrence Newman. You had T.O., you had Tony Romo, you had DeMarcus Ware, you had Roy Williams, another safety, and Jason Witten, an all-pro, okay? All-pro. Terrell Owens, DeMarcus Ware, Jason Witten, Flozell Adams, and Leonard Davis. So don't come in here with this bullshit ass crap saying Tony Romo would have done so much better with this. He had more right freaking there. 13 Pro Bowlers and we choked. 13-3 records. So don't come in here and get me pissed off.
The catch no catch season.
Shit.
Because that was a good roster too.
That was back when it was the Great Wall of Dallas. Man, don't come in here and be stupid.
That Prescott came in the building. I think
don't come in here and be stupid.
Then the following year we fell flat on our face. Remember the following year we fell flat on our face because Tony Romo was injured.
The Cowboys would be in Tampa this Sunday if Rome. Oh my! You know what?
Oh please!
Your name is 100% right. Crazy Mark Holmes. It really should be. I'm just a fucking idiot. That's you know what?
Tony Romo,
boy, bye.
Tony Romo, it was.
Bye, Felicia. I don't remember asking you.
You just stupid. Bye, Crazy Mark Holmes. I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood tonight. Not in the mood.
Tony Romo was injury prone.
Tony Romo would be basically having body parts all over the field if he had still been playing. Get your mind right for what we are. A Coach Parcells said, "You are what you are," and that's what we are.
That's exactly.
That's what we are. But I still want to go back to what I just listed to you. All of the question marks out there. Now everybody looks and say, "Oh well, the Cowboys, of course, they failed." But were they looking before the season with the defense that we had, the 6-10 team? Did anybody look at the end of last year and say, this right here is a Super Bowl team? We had so many unknowns. Did anybody think that Micah Parsons was going to come out and get 13 sacks? Did anybody think that Diggs was going to come out and get 11 interceptions? No. None of those people that are now saying the Cowboys are a disgrace thought they would be in this position to begin with. So your expectations changed because of what we did early part of the season when we were healthy, when you had a Tyron Smith who was actually playing like a Tyron Smith of old, when you had a Zeke Elliott before a PCL injury, when you had Terrence Steele in there instead of Lyle Collins, and you ended up having Blake Jarwin there. It was a whole lot easier for Kellen Moore to call the offense when you had all those guys healthy. Now, hold on. This is what, and I'm not saying Kellen Moore's a great coach. Just let me finish my statement. Because when you know you have a good coach is when you have problems. It's easy to coach when you had what Kellen Moore had for the first half of the season. But once injuries started to take place, then you couldn't just muscle over people. And that was the problem with Jason Garrett and his simplistic offense was it all predicated on this guy being the guy in front of him, whereas you have other teams that understand you can't always do that. You might be like, blackjack, I think you got a 51% chance of winning. That's basically what Jason Garrett was gambling on. And that's where the good coaches understand how to outsmart you. And Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore got outsmarted in that game. You know what? You know what, Toby? I don't know who you are, Toby. Toby, I'm going to put your ass in timeout because I don't want to hear this bullshit that Dak Prescott is Kirk Cousins 2.0 when Kirk Cousins has 1 victory out of 9 against Dak Prescott. Because you know what? I don't remember asking you
a goddamn thing.
Forever Runway Fashion Line. Why we fire Mike? He got a 12-5 record and could easily have been 14 or 15 wins. Why? Because of the shit he said after. The team was nervous. It's your job. It's your job to exude confidence to those guys, to make those guys run through a brick wall. Did you see the 49ers before the game? With the big, I ain't seen a ghetto blaster like that since the 80s. They got the boom box, they rock it, they ready to go. And you're telling me in our locker room, our guys are nervous?
Well, who's
they scared?
That? I mean,
they scared?
He acted like
you're talking about, we're going to work on the penalties in the offseason. Dude, it wasn't like penalties just happened the last 2 or 3 games. The penalty situation went on all season. Why didn't you address that shit before? You turned out and said, well, the play calling, was the installer, and Kellen Moore installs, so he does the play. No, so you're not even taking responsibility now.
Only one player got set out for a game or 2 because of penalties.
No,
only one.
I don't ever remember seeing a player.
Only one did.
A player who was told, "What the hell are you doing? What's up with these stupid ass penalties? Why do we have a hands to the face? Why are you tackling guys?" And they're out there, okay. Yeah, shit. The referees are just bullshit. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's crazy. Is it signal dead? It just mystifies me. Kurt C is trash. Kirk Cousins is trash. Okay. The computer might have gone. Uh-oh. You want to go check the computer and see if it's got unplugged or something? Wow. Did I read your comment? Jessica. What's up, Jessica? I was sorry. I was doing a tirade there. Mike McCarthy was junk. We need John Kitna. Jessica, what did you say? When I start preaching there, yeah. I don't see what else is going on. I get in the zone. Lola, what's up, Lola? Ty, please shut the fuck up. Okay. Nah, Jerry to Lola. Dak was scared. Dak is 1-6. How about the Dallas Cowboys are 1-3 in the playoffs there, John? Dak equals Joe Flacco. Jerry Jones needs to step back and let the coaches coach and let Dak be the mobile quarterback he is. Okay. I hear you talking. But I'm not sure Dak was the mobile quarterback that we think is. I think he's still recovering from that injury. I mean, it's still, we all want to believe that, oh, yeah, no problem. You had the surgery, you're done. But when you have a catastrophic injury, it takes a long time. Let's say, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, I get passionate. I get passionate when I get idiots in here saying stupid stuff. Corey, are you nuts? Mark, I said, do you think if Dak's himself a wristband with defense play scheme that he can work against to help him read the defenses better? Sure, Jessica, if you think so. I mean, having a wristband is basically, the wristband is telling you the full call. What it'll be is you'll have the play, because basically you'll say red, right, 15, blue, sky, blah, blah, blah. And what each of those things are is telling each person where they're supposed to be. So that way the play caller can say play 27, and then Dak will say red, right, boom, 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 boom. That's just to help you get that play call called quicker to make sure everybody's in the right position. But that's not about recognizing the defense. It would be hard to recognize the defense, because what happens is you'll disguise it. You'll have the linebackers like they're trying to blitz and stuff, and they're going to actually drop off maybe in coverage and things. There's so many different tricks and stuff that it has to be instantaneous where you're seeing it. You can't say, oh, there they are, and look at your wrist and say, okay, this is what they're – no, it doesn't work that way. Wristbands are for suckers. Okay. Abe Shepard, bro. Jerry Jones wants to give Dak all the money, and he could have had Tom Brady. Okay. No, to help him make the plays, to help his. Okay, Jessica. The plays are coming from Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore is talking on a headset saying, Dak, here's the play I want you to run. If Dak sees, okay, because generally speaking, there's going to be a couple of different plays that you could call off of that. If you see this, then you go to that, blah, blah, blah. So you looking at a wristband, you don't have that kind of time, girl. It doesn't work that way. Mark, is the offense better off going to the West Coast offense if Mike is still there? Because I think our offense – here's the thing. I felt like, yes, we have Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore, who's part of the Scott Linehan coaching tree, which is still related to Jason Garrett. I still feel like we're running the same offense with a few tweaks that we've been running for about the last 15 years. So I think you need something a little different, okay? So I wouldn't mind the West Coast offense. I think CeeDee Lamb in the slot can be almost like a Jerry Rice, where you get him the ball in space where he's going to make some moves. I'm not sure what the deal is going to be with Amari Cooper, because it seems like they're trashing him pretty heavily there. I don't know what's going on that, but I guess the stream died. Moore, don't know how he's going to get the West Coast offense if Mike is still there, because I think our offensive players, especially Dak, fits better in the West Coast offense. I agree with you, love and success. Love and succeed. I think you have to go offensive line. We've been rolling the dice on Tyron Smith year after year, and it just does not seem to be working anymore, that we can't rely on him. He was good the first 6 games of the season, but then he got hurt, so he was out of the lineup. And when he came back, he wasn't really the same guy. He got eat up in the playoffs. So to me, I think there's a couple ways to look at it. You're going to draft the best player available. I don't know if you're going to have a starting right tackle there at 24. I don't know. We'll have to look at it and see. I haven't looked at players that are available or anything like that. We still got plenty of time on that. But you need a guy who's going to be Tyron Smith's replacement. If you do bring back Tyron Smith, you have to have somebody who's going to be able to step in and play for him. I believe that Terrence Steele is a better tackle right now for the right than Lyle Collins. I think Connor Williams, he's got to go. He's got to go, okay? That's run its course. I think maybe if you do bring back Lyle Collins, he's $15 million, that maybe you go back to him being a guard. You have him at guard. You have Terrence Steele at tackle. You draft another tackle there. You got Zach Martin. And, I'd still like to get a better center. Did you watch Kurt's Warner video on Dak? It was really good breakdown on the problems with our play calling. I did not see it, Curtis. I'll check it out. At Philly 500 spamming. Oh, is Philly in here? I think guard center is a bigger need. Oh, DMV, you got to say a left tackle, though. I'm sorry. You can't rely on Tyron Smith anymore. You can't rely, but I agree with you, though. Connor Williams and Tyler Badish are problems. But Tyler Badish, Connor Williams, and Tyron Smith. You got 3 guys that are problem. Connor Williams out. Zimmer for defensive coordinator. There's some good defensive coordinators that are out there. The sun was in my eyes. Philly 500 thinks Jalen Hurts is better than Dak Prescott. Yeah, well, Philly 500's on crack. Okay? Philly 500 is the same guy who is this guy.
Here, and so before we start this video, I gotta get this mother humping thing out of the way. Mark Holmes is my daddy. Okay, that's out of the way. Ow!
Yeah, how the Eagles think they deserve to troll somebody when they lost to us twice, and if it wasn't for beating the Washington Covids, that they would not have been in the playoffs. I just still don't understand. That doesn't. It's crazy. Crack rock, yeah. So I don't know what happened to our feed upstairs. I guess it died on us. I don't often watch Eagle channels, but when I do, I watch Philly 500, so I can laugh.
What the fuck? Wow, that has to be the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. You're gonna take a quarterback in the second round? Are you kidding me? What do you just trade Carson then? Are you kidding me? You just took over a quarterback in the second round. This team is so good that they don't need to take. They don't need anything else, right? They're so good. They don't. This has to be for something.
Stay thirsty, my friends, and follow the Jobu Sports. Philly 500. He's like family to me. So Army mom, he's good people. He's been literally saying, "Welcome to Cowboys choke season." I'm kind of like, did you guys win this weekend? Because I think y'all lost too. No, he was not kidding. Okay. Oh, Philly cream cheese. Dallas 500 team outside the NFC least. Well, okay. But at least we're taking care of business in our own division. So that says a lot more than what it does for, say, the Washington football team or the Giants or the Eagles. Hey, Mark, what time do I get put in timeout? Are you trying to get put in timeout? Quinn is staying. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Not unless something just broke. Did something just break on that and I missed it? I would love for Dan Quinn to stay because I would look at Dan Quinn as the coach in waiting for Mike McCarthy to mess up. Fire everybody, including the cheerleaders. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on about firing the cheerleaders. I don't know about that one. Me either, Gina Thorne. Girl, I mess with 13. The least sent two teams to the playoff. Philly fans are nicer than yeah, okay. I like when Dan Quinn had the cover for Mike. San Francisco will beat the Packers. Oh, I think Michael got it back up. I think Michael got more covers playing. Jerry Jones' ego will prevent him from firing McCarthy. I don't know. I think actually Jerry Jones' ego I think Jerry Jones' ego would be what got him to fire. Would get him to fire him, quite frankly. I think Jerry Jones is bold enough to go ahead and say, you know what? I want to get rid of this fool. I want to get rid of him because I'm tired of it. We need Norm Turner's offense run fucking rock. Okay, Philly 500 burner account. The thing is about saying, oh, yeah, we'll just run the rock. We didn't exactly have an offensive line that was opening up any holes, and we had 2 broke-down running backs. I agree with you, Roscoe Holmes, that there are some some coordinators are better coordinators than head coach. DT, Philly is like the friend in Texas we say, well, bless your heart. Oh, my God, no, you didn't. Meaning, we know you're dumb as shit and can't help it, but we don't blame you. My husband and son are CP, are Game Bay Packers fans. Oh, man. Don't put Washington in this. Y'all are just got. Well, hold on. If we beat Washington twice and you're saying we're god awful, and what you're trying to say that Washington is good? Mark, did you see MP video where Cowboys Nation welcoming him and showing him much love? No, I didn't see that one. Schefter reporting Quinn to Denver, as in it's a done deal. Well, he was the hot candidate there. Oh, hold on. I'd leave the sound up on that. Let me turn the sound off on that. Sorry. Let me see. Adam Schefter, he would be the first hire already? I don't see anything at this moment, not unless it just broke on the Twitter. But quite frankly, when you think about what Troy Aikman said about the dysfunction, Denver sounds a whole lot better being the head coach. 50 tweets in the last hour. I don't see anything finalized and clean yet. I don't see anything about it. Promote Dan Quinn, fire Kellen Moore, and hire Vic Fangio as defensive coordinator. Okay, so that's what we've got right now. I don't go Denver thinking defensive head coach for another defensive head coach with a spotty head coaching record, considering the Super Bowl debacle and it's year after year. ESPN. What was that, Corey? Sounds like a Pac-Man game. Dallas is running team, but wants to be a passing team. Okay. You know what? I tell you what I can't wait for. I can't wait for next year when we can stop hearing that Dak Prescott, the $75 million quarterback. Because I love how everybody is putting Mark Hoover's playing. The problem is we have a great players and coaches, and we consider elite. Our stars do great versus bad teams. Come on. Common theme for years, Dak's not worth $40 million. But I can't wait until we get past this year where we keep talking about Dak Prescott, $75 million. He got paid $75 million. Okay, next year we'll have to worry about the signing bonus, so we won't hear that anymore. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the camera is not in focus. I think it's probably got dust on it. I just shared the Kurt Warner interview with you. Thank you, Roland. I appreciate it. Dak is a top 10. Does Philly 500 think Justin Jefferson is at? He does. He still does. How much time is left on that?
I didn't even look.
Rashiba, I can't pronounce that. Hey, Mark, you are the man. I am a big 49ers fan. I do enjoy your show. Wishing you continued success. Well, you know what? Rakib, forgive me if I don't pronounce it right. I hope you guys go in there and bitch slap Aaron Rodgers because I hate him. Do you think Tony Douglas, do you think we are good, or was it just because we play the easy schedule? I think we peaked early before everybody started getting hurt. We ended up playing well with a lot of backups against bad teams, but we just got punched in the mouth. We literally got punched in the mouth. And, I think Kellen Moore was nervous too, like the team.
Well, no, Kellen Moore never does good in big games.
No.
And we don't need. The problem is we don't need somebody who's learned on the job. I want somebody like Dan Quinn on the offense who got their stuff together and has experience.
Here's the thing on Sean Payton. Okay, I know everybody. Sean Payton's the hot guy, but Sean Payton is really Mike McCarthy. Sorry, he hasn't won the Super Bowl. He's won one. What was it, 2008?
Right after Katrina.
And he's had, the last few years, he's had a great defense, and he had Drew Brees.
The question is, did they win that because of the owner? Because the owner said he's going to pack up and leave after Katrina. That's playing conspiracy theories, though, if you believe in that. He later said he's going to pack up and leave.
I mean, I like Sean Payton a whole lot better than I do Mike McCarthy, but let's be clear here.
Cowboys aren't the only Cowboys.
Do you think that New England was a good team last year?
Being honest, the Cowboys should win the division.
They
have the better quarterback.
Philly, shut up.
And probably better offense than every other team. But
Philly 500, shut up. But Sean Payton has had some bad years too, because it happens. They won the Super Bowl in 2009, right? So 2009, they won the Super Bowl. Followed it up with 11-5, 13-3, 11-5, and then had 7-9, 7-9, 7-9, right? So you had some years that were pretty lean. And then he had 11-5, 13-3, 13-3, 12-4, and they didn't make it to the Super Bowl. You had 11-5, 13-3, 13-3, and 12-4, and you didn't make it to the Super Bowl those last 4 years. So I don't know if Sean Payton is going to be a bigger improvement. Thomas, I agree. He won the Super Bowl in 2009. You had the quarterback who's got the most passing yards in the history of the NFL. I didn't see, Gina, I did not. Unfortunately, I got a lot of things in here going through here. 30 more minutes? Oh, okay. What's up, Law? Where's Law? Law. I'm going back to see if we can see the law and order. Where is Law? Okay. Some big Cowboys news coming soon. I'll have it on my channel. Okay. All right, Law. Some big Cowboys news soon coming on your channel. Okay. Why would we do that? Yo, Mark, what's up? Well, let me know, because we're going to be on here for a few more minutes because we want to see the end piece of what you're making there. You said it's got 30 minutes left? We got 30 minutes left to rock that funk? Okay, man.
Not accurate, I said 3 hours.
Legends of 88. Hello, guys and girls. Aisha Robinson. Hello, Law Nation. Mike McCarthy will be on the hot seat after next season if we don't make it. Oh, no. I think he's on the hot seat right now. You heard Jerry Jones. Do I need to read that again?
No,
Jerry Jones literally said if I could bring anybody in at any position that would help us win, he would do it. So in my mind, that means he's looking right now to see, is there somebody better
the other thing
that I can bring in?
He said when he was asked about Mike McCarthy, he said, I'm not addressing that right now. I cannot address that right now. So
hopefully Mike McCarthy is fired. Dak Prescott is getting traded this off. No, he is not. And
now Zeke Elliott.
Okay, Peter.
Let go
Peter.
Next year.
So traded for what? Who's going to be your quarterback? Who's going to be your quarterback? Which Cowboy fan's crying was your favorite. Okay. What was the most disappointing Cowboys did Mark besides? What was the most disappointing Cowboys did Mark besides loses? I mean, what was the most disappointing loss of?
Loss. If you're talking about loss.
Shit, there's been so many recently.
I think Sunday. I think last Sunday was the worst. Because there's no game tomorrow. It was either win or go home.
There's so many. I mean, there's that one. I hate to think about the Seattle one where the fumbled snap, the catch no catch against the Steelers with the drop touchdown pass.
Oh, the Rams.
Holy moly.
The Rams game when we were in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. That was still a winnable game, but it's like they just put it together.
My next tailgate at Arlington will be next season. We're not doing any more until next season.
There's no more games.
Exactly. He said, when's our next one going to be? Don't worry, you got one more play. That may be the troll. Michael Lazy Fitness, tell Pops. Fake law. Okay, a fake law. Gotcha.
I'm about to say.
Ben DiAnucci. Okay. Denver really showed Kellen Moore blueprints. Emily. Hey, Emily, I saw you on the other channel earlier, and appreciate that. I've been missing you. Steeler Nation in the house. Shout out to Steelers Nation. Oh, there's Philadelphia.
Hey, Steelers got blown out too, I think.
That's not Law Nation, Mark. Okay. Jerry Jones better hurry up if he's going to fire Mike McCarthy. All the best coaches may be gone soon. You're right about that. The seat is hot. Mike McCarthy may not be here Monday. Can't beat Tampa was a moral victory. 49ers, I'll go for you guys. I can't go for Aaron. I could never root for Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know who I'll root for.
J.A. Crispy. Ha ha, you're so funny.
I don't know who I'm going to root for now.
Mark, you see the teams we are playing next year? Yeah, I saw. I will be live streaming tomorrow, all the playoff games, unlike what Philly 500 says.
Tomorrow, I'm not driving.
Shout out to you. Well, I'm trying to say, I didn't see the first comments and stuff on there until you said, oh, you see Law Nation in there? Okay. Hope all is well. I missed y'all. Never miss Law and Big Game James. They give me good info. No Eagles, Giants, or Washington fans will be talking when they're sitting at home, too. Jerry would be a moron enough to fire a 12-win head coach. But you know what? It's not. You guys act like it hasn't happened before. Wait, why do I keep hitting? What is Philly 500 the ghost in the machine or something here?
He made that video where
Jeez.
talking about us choking. But didn't his team choke?
They did. I'm just trying to understand. Every time I try and change cameras, it's freaking Philly 500. You'll remember Denver fired John Fox, and they were in the Super Bowl. They went to the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning, and they fired him after losing. So if they could fire after 4 seasons in Denver, John Fox is out as Denver's Broncos head coach. The team announced on Monday the move comes less than 24 hours after Denver's season-ending 24-13 divisional round loss to the Colts. Broncos general manager John Elway said the decision was to part ways was mutual. Now keep in mind, they went to the Super Bowl the year before and lost. I think it froze again. Or is it done? Mike, it's not moving anymore. I think your artwork is it done? It might be done. You want to go check? See if it is? We'll see if this is done. So understand, he went to the Super Bowl and lost, went to the divisional round and lost, and got fired. We went to the wild card with the team that was the number 3 seed, the only seed, the only home seed to lose, okay? So the only one to lose at home. It might be done. That's what I'm trying to check here. Hey, Tammy. Look, I love how Eagle fans come in here macking on the ladies on my channel. I love how that happens. Mike McCarthy doesn't deserve squat. When Jerry Jones said it's Super Bowl or bust, it must be done. Super Bowl this year, Chiefs and Packers. Okay. I'm watching Mike up here. Okay, hang on for a second because I really want to see this piece. Mike McCarthy squandered this season. F. Cole Beasley. We'll win the NFC East next season. I'm wanting Mike to bring this piece down here. Dale, no way. Laugh out loud. Chances are Cowboys would get worse head coach than McCarthy. Plus, this is just his second year. I never liked Mike McCarthy hire in the first place because the Eagle fans are men. Okay. Are you sure, you guys? Because some of y'all seem like little kids. Yes, they are. I got Bucks and Bills in the Super Bowl. Bengals and Rams. Because the Cowboys ladies attract to Eagles men, I think. No, they're not. Now, here you sound now like Eastside Herald. Eastside comes in here trying to talk smack with the ladies. They don't want none of it. They don't want none of y'all. When Mike McCarthy hired Mike Nolan last year, I knew we were in trouble. Eagles are girls. Sean would take Dak to another level. Super Bowl is going to be Rams versus Bills. He's the worst coach to ever win a Super Bowl. The microwave champions nowadays. For our underdogs, Titans, Green Bay. I just hope it's not Green Bay. Please don't let it. Who's the best quarterback Cowboys ever had? In my mind, it would be Roger Staubach. That's just me. And it may be because it was the quarterback of my youth. Don't need a coach, need a quarterback. I don't want Aaron Rodgers as my quarterback. He's a diva. I'm with you on that, Sheila. I can't stand Eagle fans. I don't want us to lose Quinn. Emily Ann, I'm with you. Shout out to Emily Ann. I don't want to lose Dan Quinn either. I would rather have Dan Quinn and lose Mike McCarthy. That would be me. Tom Brady has 5 wins already in Tampa. Okay, we got it. We got it, okay? We know that. Hey, thinking McCarthy is gone, who we get as the next coach? With Dan Quinn were available. Troy Aikman? Troy Aikman's not going to coach. The way he's thrown the whole inner staff under the bus, there's no way. Dave, what's up? Better late than never, man. Nah, we want no parts of that. Mark, I think the CNC has stopped. It has. I think it's finished. I think Mike is moving it now to take it up. I never see him going on Parsons, giving up on Parsons. Well, but see, the thing is he it's not giving up on Parsons as it is getting himself, working on himself being the head coach. John Harbaugh wouldn't come here. Imagine if Staubach never was in the Navy, his numbers. But maybe not. You never know. Because sometimes circumstances end up making a difference. Chris has had a quick question. Okay. I think Mike just turned the camera off. Okay, so that's done. Shout out to Michael for
to get that.
Shout out to Michael for getting that squared away. Let's wait for Michael to get back down here, and we'll check this thing out before we get out of here. Someone was on the fan that reported it several times that we could be interested in Jim Harbaugh. I'm sure we could be interested. And the question would be would Jim Harbaugh be interested in the Cowboys? As long as Jerry Jones runs the show, this misery never ends. Sorry about that. I don't think Quinn is going to Denver. The Broncos' job is going to Bellamy. By-enemy. Steelers fans love Staubach. Roma was bad luck for us. Troy Aikman is a legend. I'm still so pissed at my Cowboys. Y'all got to remember most of the fan writers and played. I agree with you. Brian Flores would never come to the Cowboys without uncomfortable conditions for Jerry Jones. Kellen Moore and Dan Quinn. Yeah, you have to look at Brian Flores' situation with Miami's ownership that that would be getting out of the frying pan and into the fire. Flores would have had you guys ready. Oh, let me see. Can I see it? Can I see it? Oh, okay. It's like abstract art.
That's what it's supposed to be like.
Okay, this. I don't know if you guys can see it.
He's got to square it up and do the edges.
All right, so this is actually a silhouette we took from a picture. Now, what we have to do is, I think, with the other software, because this one isn't a true 3D cutting, the other ones will actually can do it more of a relief. But that is actually our first one there. I think it looks.
You just have to square up this, cut it a little bit.
It's a silhouette. I think that's cool. This is the second piece that we made. We've done a Cowboy Star. Shout out. So what we got to do is we're going to try and do the painting. I'll square it up tomorrow and stuff, and we'll bevel the edges. All right, so we've got something new, a new toy. Romer was a winner, pulled trigger too fast. Cool. Flores is a hard ass. He wouldn't mesh with Jerry. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think he would mesh with Jerry at all either. I really don't. I don't see that one being a go. Change the camera. I'm sorry. Chiefs versus Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl. 49ers beat Green Bay. That would be the best thing for Tampa Bay is if the 49ers got beat the Green Bay Packers, and then they'd have the game at home. But I think about getting one chance to challenge a bad call per game.
You do get a chance to call.
I mean, you do, yeah. Well, you're talking about any call because some of those other ones are bad.
Challenge any of them,
but here's the thing, though. Remember when they said that you could challenge after the debacle with the Saints on the pass interference?
Yeah, so
they turned around and said, okay, you can challenge pass interference calls, but they never overturned them.
No, only one was overturned.
Was it one?
Yeah,
okay.
one.
So and then they decided,
to do at least
we're
one
just not going to do that.
That we at least attempted. You had to do at least one to attempt.
Who keeps talking about Aaron Rodgers in Dallas?
Aaron Rodgers is not coming to Dallas, especially now with Mike McCarthy.
That's just craziness. Just craziness.
He never liked Mike McCarthy to begin with.
Yeah.
Because
Packers are going to smoke the Niners. Niners secondary is weak. Yeah, well, Army Mom, we thought that we'd be able to smoke their secondary too, but yeah, the thing for San Francisco is they're going to be playing in the cold. But Green Bay has a way of choking in the playoffs too, though. I don't want him. I'm going to call Washington football team the Washington Pigskins. People are idiots. Gina C says she loves it. Dak has no trade clause. Y'all stop. Yep, he does. Rodgers ain't playing under McCarthy again. That's right. That's another funny one too. Why was the Cowboys fans crying when pop out?
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Bad game plan by Dallas. Dak can waive his no trade clause. But why would he? Why would he waive?
he's on the team.
You must be an Eagle fan because you stupid.
Dak Prescott always wanted to be on Dallas Cowboys. He's not going to waive his no trade clause.
Shout out to Asia Robinson, who of course is right. Jason Renfro, shout out to you, man. Appreciate the super chat. Green Bay only chokes the NFL championship game. We'll find out tomorrow. We're definitely going to be live streaming tomorrow, and I guess we need to do a drawing. We do need to do a drawing. I wish we could convince Nick Saban to come coach us. Okay.
Is he Alabama? Is he with Alabama?
I didn't say that, Mark. What did I say you said? Did I say so? Okay.
Johnny White, let me get you.
Johnny White, what's up? Would be crazy is all if he did. Coach DC, what's up? Dak is a victim of a bad franchise. We're smart. We want Watson or Wilson.
Who, the Eagles?
Yeah, the Eagles.
Why? Russell Wilson's not going to the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm serious.
What's in there for?
There is nothing that the Sierra wants.
Sierra? No.
How can I get a shot glass football? Are you talking about the racks, Johnny? If you email me, CowboysMark94 Gmail, right here. Just email me and let me know what you're looking for.
Yeah, you can go
hard to throw
website.
in Green Bay when temperature is 0, and it's going to be cold tomorrow night. James, I remember that commercial. Oh, my God. Nick Saban? You really want Nick Saban? The man who literally walked out during the season on Miami? Oh, my God. No.
Who was
no.
Jason Garrett studied under?
Who was Jason Garrett's head coach? Yeah.
Here's the winner, but I can't read their name.
Okay. We have a winner of a rack.
I'm not sure who is that.
Damon Rokin. Damon Rokin. Damon. Email me. CowboysMark94 Gmail. Stupid is as stupid does. You're right about that. Wilson is not going anywhere either. Well, he's saying he'd like to look at his options, but I don't think he's going anywhere either. Jerry should fire himself. That's not going to happen. Facts, Nick Saban is a made man on Alabama. He ain't leaving.
Alabama's still
but
a good team, even though they lost.
He sucked as an NFL head coach. Don't you guys don't remember that? I think Cedric Wilson does stay because they could sign him at a reasonable price.
But what about Michael Gallup? Because there's rumors that
Howard Floyd, man, Howard, you're on both sides. Love the machine turning out. Have a good night, Howard Floyd. Don't forget, get my man Howard Floyd's ticket. Shout out to Howard. Howard, man, it's because of you that I actually have that machine. So shout out to you. Saban was the Browns coach. Nick Saban was also the Miami Dolphins coach.
Yeah, but he wasn't head coach with the Browns. He worked under the Browns. He does have some NFL.
It is shut off, Dennis. The other stream is shut off.
Yeah, I turned it off because
I wonder why it dropped the other time.
It was the computer.
Did it go dark? Oh.
The other one I couldn't get to stop.
Russell's not Saban coach Fins. Yes, Nick Saban coached the Fins.
I'm not sure what happened to the other one because I couldn't get it to stop the other live stream or reconnect the camera. So I'm not sure. But Nick Saban actually has NFL experience.
Not good one.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about head coaching experience, but he actually been on several teams. Just he's with the Browns or with somebody else.
Here's what you got, guys. Nick Saban's tenure with the Miami Dolphins was such a failure that he reportedly has players wanting to fight him. Okay, let me say it again. He had the players wanting to fight him. Nick Saban has proven that he is one of the best, if not the best, college football coaches of all time. Saban's time in the NFL, though, was the complete opposite of the years he spent at the college level. Saban's tenure with the Miami Dolphins was actually a complete failure. In fact, Saban reportedly had players wanting to fight him when he was the Dolphins head coach. Okay? Now, I want you to think about that for a second. They literally wanted to kick the coach's ass. So he was, Urban Meyer before Urban Meyer. Okay? He just didn't go out with, hanging at the strip club from the game. But he was a failure. So you guys turn around, let's go get Nick Saban. What, are you crazy? Adam Gase. Oh, my God. Adam Gase. Yeah, and he literally left during the season. Okay, I want you to understand that. He left during the season. It was kind of like, okay, I'm out of here. I'm going to go back to college football. Michael Gallup is you can't trade Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup is a free agent.
Yeah, Michael Gallup.
So it's either re-sign Michael Gallup or he signs with somebody else. Belichick and both Saban, Brown, same team. Ravens defensive coordinator got fired. if Quinn Lees bring him in. Just hearing the players' response to McCarthy saying they were nervous, implosion. That's the thing. Once I heard that, at first I was like, you know what, you got to give Mike McCarthy another chance. But once I heard that the players were nervous, Kramer Malone, Mark, I blame the coaches for not getting our team ready. Collins should have played guard, Steele at tackle, and the injured players. I can't disagree with that, Kramer. I agree 100%. I think, actually, you had to look at Zach Martin as our best offensive lineman, and I'm going to be crazy, but I'm going to put Terrence Steele up there as our next best offensive lineman those 7 games where he played right tackle. I think he played really, really good, and I think he actually started getting the gist on the left-hand side. Now, maybe I'm crazy. No, drop 14. I just shout out.
Tyron Smith's a shell of himself.
This just in, Drew to 14. I like that. Cowboy fans want to fight Mike McCarthy.
I might be right.
Oh, Lordy.
I might be one of those.
I have to laugh at that one. I just got to laugh at that one. That was a good one.
I would say
Kellen Moore and the kicker should be the ones to get nervous.
Mike McCarthy, too, because he's running this ship.
It's Hobo Goblin? I'm with you. How is it you done played 17 games and now you're in the playoffs playing at home and you're nervous? What are you nervous about?
Well, they should be nervous because we're under 500 at home. Our record shows we're under 500 at home since that stadium was built.
What's your take on the Rooney and potential openings? On the Rooney rule, they don't pay. Man, they don't even pay attention to the Rooney rule. This is one of those things that it's a no-win situation when I talk about, but Brian Leftwich, Eric B.A.M, Todd Bowles, Jim Caldwell. Todd Bowles, I'm not sure you can blame Todd Bowles being the coach of the New York Jets because nobody wins there. It's the black hole of coaching. Nobody gets a chance there. But here it is, Adam Gase, who was thought to be one of these boy wonder geniuses, was with the Miami Dolphins, literally ran it in the ground, and immediately gets hired by the Jets. Chip Kelly, who had inherited a lot of good players, made some of the craziest trades, getting rid of Shady McCoy for Kiko Alonso, a guy who was injured.
And overpaid Murray.
He literally stripped the team of all the talent, got fired, and immediately gets hired by San Francisco, gets fired a year later.
And then goes to college, I think, runs that college.
Jim Caldwell, with the Lions, was there for 4 years, went to the playoffs 2 years, and had a 7-9 season, and he can't even get an offensive coordinator job. The Lions in the playoffs 2 out of 4 years. I don't know if I can express that enough. They said, sorry, Jim, we know that you had a 9-7 season in the playoffs, but that's not good enough. We're going to go get a Bill Belichick guy. And they went from 9-7 to 5-11, and then proceeded to go down to like 3 wins the next year. How is it Kellen Moore, who we just watched with a team that was nervous, who does not have a playoff win, how is it he's the hot guy that we're saying, oh, the Bears want him. Denver wants to talk to him. The Miami wants to talk to him. Everybody wants to talk to Kellen Moore. How is it Eric B.A.M, who is the offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs, who has developed Pat Mahomes, who took Alex Smith and made Alex Smith look like he was all world? And you're telling me that Kellen Moore is better than that guy? Are you really telling me that Kellen Moore is better than Eric B.A.M? You're going to tell me he's better than Jim Caldwell? I don't understand it. Kellen has to go. Mark, how we okay with Zimmer? I'd be okay with Dave. I would be okay with Mike Zimmer coming back. Because, Mike Zimmer was a great defensive coordinator. Of course, then he went to Cincinnati, another perennial losing team, and then went with Minnesota. But there's a difference between being a head coach and being a coordinator. Head coach, as we hear Mike McCarthy, as he puts it, the play caller is the installer, so that's Kellen Moore. You're not doing that. You're definitely not touching the defense, and you're definitely not getting the players from not being nervous. So what are you doing?
My question is, if your job's on the line, why not say something to Kellen Moore? He's like Jessica 2.0.
Well, Johnny Dallas, Eric Bieniemy is not going to come here to be offensive coordinator. And I don't think Jerry Jones is going to hire Eric Bieniemy to be head coach.
I think it'll be Dan Quinn's the next in line.
Mark, what do you think about Lincoln Riley? As offensive coordinator, he's not coming here to be the offensive coordinator. Me too, Army Mom. Hugh Jackson, another one. There you go. No, none of them are leaving, all of them under contract. Eric B. could be here. I don't think Jerry would hire him. I hear he's not a great interview because he's a little bit on the raw side. He's going to tell you exactly what he thinks. And from what I've heard, that's what kind of holds him back. Zimmer took them to the NFC Championship. Right. Not with Kirk Cousins, unfortunately. But, yeah, he did take them to the NFC Championship.
It was the brother from New England.
Callahan was great. They had the blow up there between, Callahan and Scott Linehan. We kept the wrong one. Callahan was the better one.
Who was it? No. The Vikings went
Mike
to the championship.
Mike is very passive aggressive with Kellen, not a leader.
The Vikings went to the championship round with a third string quarterback.
Yeah,
year.
Everybody wants the young quarterback coaches, but a lot of them don't work out. And then, of course, everybody wants the college coaches.
Yeah,
but you look at some of those; very few of those are working out.
That's dead in the water. He's not leaving his cushy job.
Oh my God!
Tony Romo's not leaving the booth.
Why would Tony Romo leave a $15 million a year job to take maybe $1 million a year to be an offensive coordinator and be hated and have to work all year round?
I know he's gonna play golf in the
Seriously.
Go play golf or spend time with his family.
You know what? With that comment, it's time to get out of here. It's time to go.
It is.
When we start getting ones like that, I think it's time to go ahead and get shots.
Time to turn the lights.
In fact, I've got to work on the shots. Because I've got to get back on the Thrive. Let me take care of some business here, ladies. The first Wednesday of every month, we're going to be doing a ladies' night Zoom call, brought to you by, of course, my wife and Stacy Schubert. I'll be there to narrate, to moderate and stuff, and we'll be talking about whatever you ladies want to talk about. I think we have everybody's email address on all the ladies on the channel and stuff, so you'll get an email from our Thrive account on there. Channel members, all channel members, if you become a new channel member, okay, go to the community tab. In the community tab, there is a post for channel members only, which has the link for our website, so that way we can get you registered, and that way we can go ahead and let you know about specials or things. We can get your birthday, because I'm going to start doing birthday shout-outs in the morning videos and stuff. You get discounts on merchandise, and there's a whole lot of cool things we'll be able to do for the channel members, right?
You get your packages.
Yes. And then you'll see up there pinned the link to my other channel. My other channel is my emergency backup channel. If shit happens, because we do know that there is a Tom Landry email address that is getting channels shut down. Excuse me. Michael's channel was gone. Mike Mosh lost his. Mike Fisher lost his, but he's got a lot more power and money than I do, and he was able to get it back. But if something were to happen to this channel, that's where we would be. On that channel, we're going to be, of course, doing a lot of the woodworking and stuff like that, and like we were doing a live stream of using a new machine and stuff. So check that out. And health-wise, I went to the doctor this week, and my doctor said, the Cowboys are killing you. You've got to make changes. Mike has no spine or fear of God in him. He claims if I know I win games, I know how to win Super Bowls. He had Favre and Rodgers. I agree with you there. Shout out to you on that super chat. We'll get you out of it.
How come he hasn't won one since?
Starting Monday, I've got to go ahead and get my blood pressure down. I got to get my weight down. I got to get my cholesterol down. I am going to start working on getting back on keto. I'm going to get my other channel, which will be a cooking and following along channel on what I'm trying to do to lose weight. I'll put on there all my cooking videos and stuff. So if you are interested in doing keto, or if you're interested in trying to say, hey, I got to get better and get back in shape for next football season, I got to get stronger. I can't do this shit if I don't get stronger. I can't take the Cowboys unless I get stronger. We'll definitely be doing that channel, and I invite people to say, hey, we can be our own support group on trying to get some weight off. Mark, need to exercise, do some live stream walks. You know, Jay, my wife was saying that. She was like, can you live stream while you're walking? I said, I have to check and see if the signal works.
If
but
the signal's good, you could do whatever you want.
Yeah. Eat celery? Okay, I do eat celery. I eat actually quite a bit of it. Okay, we'll talk about that stuff on the other channel. In the meantime, get your shot glasses ready. And if you haven't yet, send pictures of you with your shot glasses onto the membership site. So let's get them. That sounds boring. Where's the portrait? This one doesn't actually do the true carving. There's other ones that are more advanced ones. It folds a bit. Oh my God, Abe, please stop. All right, good people. Mark is here, of course, with my son, Michael Anthony, and I appreciate you. Somebody asked to see B.A.M. Let's see if you can see that. Boom. Our very second project here that we've actually done on the machine. We're going to actually finish cleaning it up and stuff tomorrow, varnish it, see how it looks. So with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you guys and you ladies, and we're going to keep on working. We will be live streaming the games tomorrow night and Sunday as well. So it's time to turn out the lights. This party's over.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And
yes, you can post an Eagles with the shot glass, jackass.